record button. All right, let's record. So, they just did count. The CO's left. Now it's time to light up. That's what we do
Light
in
it up.
there. There's only one dude at the bubble. We got to look out at the door. It's all good, man.
It's
So I'm here with Otis, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you didn't catch the last
what's
interview,
good?
he was looking at 47 months, guys, and now he's gotten sentenced. And Otis is going to tell you how much time he really got and all that. And I'm gonna hand it over to you, Otis. However you want to start and tell these guys what happened to you.
First off, Sean, what's going on, man?
You know,
Everything good. But
it's a
they
good
just
day.
sentenced me to 24 months federal prison.
24, and you was looking at 47. That's a victory, right? That's got to be a victory, right?
I definitely take that as a victory.
Yeah.
So basically, I felt I got them 24 months. Basically because I was out and I was able to with my team paint, that character reference. I think that played a big role, instead of just, coming in with a jumpsuit. You know what I mean? And them just going off of what they see instead of, you know what I'm saying, getting to know, who I am as a person, and not letting that mistake, cost me more time. So
a lot of people ask me about the pre-sentence report. Does the judge look at that and decide? And your character reference letters, what you said to the judge. Maybe we could talk about all that stuff. Do you remember what was in your pre-sentence report?
Definitely. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. When I was getting sentenced and stuff, the judge, before I was getting sentenced, while I was at the sentencing, he was talking to my counsel. He acknowledged them. Hey, I read the whole PSR, pre-sentence report. Especially the highlighted stuff you guys got on there, just to let you guys know, be aware of it. So he did make that statement. You know what I mean? So your PSR going to be very important, by the way. But far as questions that they ask, they go from like your history, man, since you was a kid to where you're at now. Have you been on any kind of, psychiatric drugs or, alcoholism, drug usage, environment, surroundings, you know what I mean? Just the ins and out of you know what I mean? And that way they can create,
I know there's questions. There's questions like, did you fight with your family? Did you fight with your wife? Even when they want to know the names of your pets, even when you were a kid, right? You remember that kind of stuff? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like a background check that you're giving them from yourself, and they're gonna ask a lot of questions. You know what I mean? As far as what you just said, you know what I mean? They're gonna put up all that. Any other charges you had, like old prior charges, or anything that got thrown away, they ask you about those. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they're only supposed to go back 10 years on a misdemeanor, 15 on a felony. But if you've been in juvenile hall and you're 50 years old now, it's still, they're going to take that into account a little bit, right?
Man, they pull anything they want up, man.
Yeah. You're right. So tell me, did you have any help writing the PSR? Did you your lawyer help you out, or did you just write it yourself and then have them look at it?
Basically, they wrote it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Them and what you call it? They wrote it out. I had a psychologist on my team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was a good help. You know what I mean? It helps with all that. Trust me.
Right. A lot of us on pretrial, a lot of people have to see a therapist as part of your pretrial, so that helps.
Correct. But I got my appointed my home, and I had him as a witness. You know what I mean? To testify before the judge. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think ahead. Okay, or that, boom. You know what I mean? I had to get this on paper. You know what I mean?
So how you feeling about all this, man? I mean, now you can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if you see the light yet, but at least you see the tunnel. I mean, how you feeling? Are you relieved that you finally got sentenced?
I'm relieved, man. I got sentenced. It's a big ass relief, man. Because the most battle is what do you call it? The fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? The guideline range says this. You know what I mean?
Right.
What I'm getting? Okay, bam. Now I can focus on
What was your guidelines again?
I know I had like 40-some months. I know it was like probably like a 21.
So your judge went below the guidelines, right? Way below.
Correct.
Sounds like.
Yeah, he did. What's called it? A downward variance or
Downward
something like that.
departure. Yeah, variance.
Yeah.
So did the judge tell you why he gave you less time?
Well, we was asking for probation at first, you know what I mean? And
Right.
a couple other programs, who accepted me. And we was letting the judge know that, like, hey, this program here, that's 12 months long, such and such, he can work, provide for his family, such and such, before we even try to say anything about prison time.
Yeah.
He took a, what do you call it? A recess.
Mm.
So my lawyer was like, this is the first time he ever took a recess. Yeah. So I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Shit, let me know.
Did you have any? Do you have any people show? Did you do it on Zoom or were you live in the courtroom?
I was in the courtroom.
So did you have any people show up for you to speak on your behalf?
Yes, but basically, what me and my team did, attacked it. Basically, what we did, we interviewed everybody via Zoom who I felt like I needed to speak on my behalf.
Right, that's good.
And we made a compilation video.
Okay.
And we played it before the judge.
That's a good idea. I never thought of that one. See, I learn all the time. That's a great idea.
So like, if you don't read anything or all these letters or whatever like that, here's this compilation video we set up. We played it, and everybody had their input on me, and
I really like that idea. Who came up with that idea?
My lawyer did.
Good.
Sound about damn right, though.
Now, did you have a court-appointed lawyer, or did you a private one?
I had a private for Tennessee Wednesday second.
Right.
I thought about it. I was like, nah. Cause I seen, when the feds come get you, they got
you. Yeah. They don't make the deals they can't make deals like they do in a state courtroom. Yeah.
But basically, I was gonna end up getting him like just free money. You know what I mean?
So that's a great idea that court-appointed attorney came up with the idea to do a compilation video to show the judge. Man, I haven't heard of that one, and I like that. That's good advice to tell people.
Yeah, man. There. They went above and beyond, man. They worked like they was like got paid $100,000 or something, man. They went crazy. So I'm like, damn. These guys are working nonstop, round the clock. They call me every day. Hey, we need this information. I'm getting it to them. I'm taking advantage, of my time out because most people, they ain't got that luxury at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
Why not? You can't just be laying around. You got to try to, help yourself. Call your lawyer. Hey, anything I can do to sweeten stuff, like, you know what I mean? So definitely took advantage of that. And, he came back. He preached to me. Then when we started getting to the end of his conversation, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I mean? But I was mentally prepared to do the guideline sentence. That's another thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember our last interview. You were ready to do 47 months. I know you.
Yeah, so when I got lower than that, I'm like, okay, it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're gonna get the RDAP, and so that's 24 months. You'll get 6 months off for the RDAP. I know you've done the math. You'll get 6 months off for the RDAP. They're gonna give you a minimum of 4 months halfway house time. You're gonna need 9 months to do the program. You're gonna be out of there 10, 11. You're gonna be out there in less than a year, man. With halfway house time, your good time, and RDAP, and you're not even gonna do a year. You got, you've done the math, I'm sure,
plan,
right?
Man.
Yeah,
that is the plan.
And do you know where you're going yet? Coleman, right?
I recommended Coleman.
Yeah.
And then the judge said he's going to recommend Coleman as well. He put it on the paper. But then again, I called up to Coleman. I don't know, what do you call it? What's the level? The custody level?
Yeah. So there's a camp and a low, and so you don't know if you're going to the low or the camp, right?
Low camp. I know I'm going on. So,
but you're going to you're going to one of those, and I think we did your points, and you're right on the border. So
yeah,
I'm not sure,
But I realize Coleman doesn't have a camp. They only
actually,
have a camp for women.
No, it's for women because when I look on the website, it says Coleman Low with an adjacent satellite camp, and then when they say Coleman Medium, it doesn't say anything about a camp. And then I guess there's a Coleman 1 and 2, and those are the penitentiaries. But the camps
1 and 2, you got the medium.
and a low.
And
The
you got
camp,
the camp, but that's for females.
That's for females. So then you're going to go to low. That's where RDAP Dan went, man. He didn't have a problem with it, you know. He has some good stories. You've watched RDAP Dan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, RDAP Dan, if you're watching, we're wondering where are you? You haven't done a video in months. I've called him up. Some of his clients I know have called him. He's MIA, man. I hope he's all right.
RDAP Dan, man. Where you at?
Where you at? Where are you? I heard he's moving back to Seattle, so I don't know. Maybe he has some...
man. Hopefully hot, man. Don't get no more bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah, even the low's gonna be fine, man, and you're gonna be in and out less than a year. You know, with any luck, you'd be out in 10 months. It's all the timing when the RDAP program starts. They might start you late and have you do extra classes because they know they got to get you in and out. The RDAP coordinator, they calculate all this with every inmate, man. They've got it down to a science. They already know how to calculate.
So when he sentenced me, you know, I got 24 months. I got back. I went to thinking, okay, boom. I look at the RDAP. The RDAP, you got to be 24 months and under to qualify for RDAP.
Yeah.
So I was like right on the head, so I can come in.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 85%. What is it? 20 months.
So yeah. 20 months, and then so you got to have when you finish. You have to do 4 months of RDAP on the outside. When you get out, you can do it from the halfway house or home confinement, either one. But it's at least 4 months, and that's 4 months plus 6 months off. So there's 10 months off plus your 4 months, and they might give you 6 months halfway house if there's enough time. But you'll
do 3 years supervised.
3 years supervised. Yeah, I know.
Supervised?
What's that?
I think you're supervised.
Oh yeah. I got 3 years.
Okay, they gave me 3 years as well.
That's kind of the average. The first 6 months they're on you. They're gonna have you piss test and peeing in a cup a lot, and that's their main concern. They don't want you hanging out with other felons, so be careful jumping in the car with your buddies if they're felons. You know what I mean? Also, do you have a restitution?
Oh, I got to wait.
Oh, you got to wait. You're lucky because I can't even get. Oh.
I'm like, shit. All right.
I can't even get a credit card without asking permission. If I get a credit card without asking, it's a violation. They'll send me back. So but I got a restitution. I got a restitution. You don't have one, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, they got a waive though. Surprising.
You got a waived. Man, that judge is blessing you all the way. Because that restitution hangs over you for, the restitution is pretty big.
Like, they take that shit out like child support.
Yeah, exactly, man.
And I'm already on child support, so I'm like, I'll be working for nothing.
So when you're halfway done with your probation, you can go to court and ask for early release. And since you don't have a restitution, if you do everything right, your PO should agree, and you'll only do a year and a half. But technically, you could go once a year. You're allowed to go to court and ask to be released from probation. But the word on the street from the POs is they want you to do it at your halfway mark. But you can do it after the first year. If you got a good PO, he might agree. You might get off in a year.
Okay, that sounds good, man. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna follow all the steps for RDAP. Keeping those clean, you know what I mean? Take advantage of any kind of, educational trades or whatever they got in there. They got some trades in there.
Yeah, Coleman has a lot of that. I think they got welding certificates they give you. They call it vocational rehab training. I think they got a plumbing and an electrician and a carpenter's, and they got road pavement crew or something, and that could get you a job, on the highways and freeways when you get out. So they got the trades going on in there. It might be a culinary school there. I'm not sure what else Coleman has, but I know they got a lot of programs. It's a big enough low where they got the money to have all kinds of classes and programs. Everything's open back up now too.
So how long does it usually take for like I got sentenced, let's say last week. How long would it take for that paper to come in from the U.S. Marshal?
You're gonna get it about 3 or 4 weeks before you have to turn yourself in on the average. You can always call the marshals ahead of time and they might know early. Have you went on the website and typed in your name to see if you got a registration number yet?
Yeah, it popped up and all that stuff like that.
It popped up. It says not in custody, but it has your name.
BOP custody.
Okay, so that registration number, when people write you a letter, or they put money on your books, that's the number they gotta have. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. So
I
when
was
you
just
got
watching,
when
I
do
was
you
just watching well, say it again.
Oh, when do you surrender?
What else? June 21st.
June
Day after Father's
21st.
Day.
Okay, day after. All right, yeah.
But you take that into consideration, you know. The presentation had my kids in it. You know, I was stressing about it. Like, hey, you got my boys.
That's
so
good.
Day after Father's Day, I'm like, cool with me. Let's rock and roll.
See, that's
and
great.
The prosecutor trying to remand me, like, oh, we want to remand him today. I'm like, dude, I'm already out. I've been out for fucking 6 months.
Yeah, if I was gonna run, I would have done that. Yeah. You just gave me half the time I thought I was getting, and you think I'm gonna run?
I'm pretty cool, man. I'm ready to do my time. It's their job to wake up and lock a motherfucker up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that prosecutor. I mean, I wouldn't want to do what they do. I don't even know why people take that job. We won't go into that.
I can't do it, man. I'd be a defense attorney to help people get off, but as far as locking motherfuckers up, nah.
Yeah. So have you thought about have you thought about how you're gonna get there? You're gonna have somebody drive you, you're gonna get a motel room the night before nearby, or
yeah, I'm thinking about might get do the motel thing. You know what I mean? I gotta get it in one more time and then
oh, now's the time to have fun. Go hit the casinos up, do all that stuff, man. You know.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So basically, I'm just spending time with the kids, create memories.
Right,
you know what I mean? Having a little more fun than usual. Because I don't usually go out and that stuff like that. I like my homebody. So, but just getting business in order, fun, letting all my support systems, how to do this, how to do that. You know what I mean? I sent them sharing them your page so that way they can be in tune with what's going on. Because some of them be worried, they see the movies, motherfuckers getting stabbed and all that shit.
Nah, not at the low. You're fine.
Saying, I'm war ready. I'm war ready if it comes to it. But
the only problem is those chomos at the low. But they stay off to they got their whatever. You don't have to be around them. But that's the only problem with the low, man.
When you just wanna,
Yeah.
It's a big ass learning lesson, more to the story, and basically in the process, finding out, and then changing my occupation, because I was an armed security guard with a security company, so that's off the table now. So yeah, so
I've heard of people getting out of prison and working security. Sometimes they want us felons. They'd actually have somebody like us watching their warehouse or doing security. So you never know, man. Some companies hire felons in security. Can't have a gun though, but you can do everything else.
No, I got my own company called Watchdog. So
there you go. You feel
what I'm trying to say? I was on my own thing. I had like 10 employees. I was starting a bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, this shit came in fucking ridiculous. So we'll see how they're gonna work out. When I get out.
That movie Ant. You ever see the movie Ant-Man? He's got his convict buddies, and they got the security company. I don't know if you saw that movie.
Tomorrow, the suit, that's right.
Huh? Yeah. His buddies are just out of prison, and they they started a security company. So
good ass movie, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Big ass relief, man. Anybody watching? You know what I mean? Like I said, on the PSR, basically they're gonna ask you your whole life. You know what I mean? To the teeth and bone. Be very, very, I would say, be truthful as you can. You know what I mean? And and do what you got to do if you can read between the lines. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, I mean, you might not want to tell them that you stuck firecrackers up a cat's ass when you were 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know. You know what I mean? Just like,
yeah, but you want to, you want to be you want to get in depth. You know what I mean? And be truthful as you can. I mean, to a certain extent that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I seen somebody in the comment section. They're talking about talking about what they asked at the PSRs. I'm like, I've seen you answer those questions. But hey,
everything. Yeah. There's a guy. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, and I've asked him to call me. I guess he hasn't done it yet, but I've been back and forth with him on email and stuff. And
yeah, go through his page, man. You'll see everything. Anything about PSR, you're gonna see it. Trust me. Sean got it on there, man. Like, I ain't have to ask no questions, dude. Thing about it, I forward my stuff to my lawyers and stuff to them.
Okay.
And they watch you, so.
Say that again? I mean? Your lawyers what now?
I forwarded like your page.
Oh, okay.
And they like your content. You know what I mean?
They did. Did your lawyers said that?
Yeah, they love it. They love it. They love it.
Really? Hey, tell them to call me. I'll be glad to.
I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna get some advice from this guy. You know, good interview and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Cool guy. He give me the insight because, you know, they know it's my first time. So
yeah, because the lawyer's never been to prison.
They can say so much. You know what I mean? They ain't never been to prison and stuff like that. So I'm saying, hey man, this I've been watching. You know, they always seem to know. Like, I'm always asking questions one step ahead. They're like, oh shit, the fuck you? Oh, this guy, man, Sean. I saw him on your page and stuff. So, and you watched it. You called me back like, yeah, this good guy.
Wow.
So
I'm honored. I didn't know that.
Oh, I definitely feel them over.
I got a message from the warden of the Supermax who told me that he liked my videos too. And, you know, because I used to work at the Supermax for my, you know, when I was at the camp. And the warden told me, he gave me a thumbs up. So, yeah, you know.
So, they definitely they appreciate the videos, man, because it kept me at ease, man.
Okay.
This call, you right? I'm like, nah, I'm right. I'm on this big screen watching Sean. You know what I mean? So they saw they went over it, man. It
helps when somebody's been through it. When somebody's been through it. I mean, I'm not no jailhouse lawyer, nothing like that. I'm just a guy who went through it, and I'm here to maybe help you get through it. You know,
what better way to get the information than somebody who went through it?
Yeah. And I'm not here to try to tell you how to make a tattoo gun. I'm here to tell you the real shit, you know. No offense.
Don't start doing that.
No offense to the other prison channels that tell you how to make a tattoo gun. If that's what you want to learn. where I was, you just go to the store and buy a tattoo gun and be back by count if you want one. That's how they did it. But
they be that close?
Huh?
The counts be that sweet? How you talking?
Yeah. I mean, at night, 3 a.m, you could kind of run off to the road and go meet your girlfriend and come back. And guys did that, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I would risk it.
They go sit in the car with her for an hour and then they come back. You know, they get caught too, man. You know, take a chance, but yeah.
Nah. Hell no. Sweet as it sounds, I don't know. It depends on I'm in that predicament.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that at Coleman Low, man. But you will get visits. How far you live from Coleman? How far for your family?
I stay in Orlando, so Orlando.
Orlando, yeah, I don't. But Coleman's in the middle of Florida. Orlando's off on the coast, right?
No, Orlando's middle.
Oh, Orlando's the middle. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
you're like in Wildwood area.
All right. Okay.
What county is that? Shit, I don't know. It ain't too far.
You guys got all those crocodiles, alligators out there, and hurricanes, man. I don't know.
We got all the good shit, man. We got to go on everything. Everything you think of, we got it. It's shit tropical down here.
Well, I know the food's not too bad at Coleman. RDAP Dan's told me that. You know, so you'll be all right there. I mean,
hey, can I want to go to camp, man. If I'm camp material. If I'm camp material, would the marshals or BOP like override my request for Coleman?
Yeah, that's it. Yes, you can find out right. And yeah, if you're camp material, they can change your destination. Yeah, they can ship you somewhere else. There's still time to do it.
Okay, I think I'm better off going up there because they never answer the fucking phone. So the marshals, they never answer the phone. The one
really?
At the courthouse, every time I call, beep, they're like, fuck shit.
Try a different marshal's office, maybe in a different county. Try the judge's clerk. The judge's clerk. Every judge has their own clerk. It's like the judge's secretary. Try their office. The judge's chambers, personal chambers. They have a clerk that answers the phone for the judge. You got to look it up for where you got sentenced, but your sentencing judge's office might be able to help you. Or I mean,
so what's the best?
Your lawyer sounds like. What's
Or the
that?
closest county to Orlando?
I have to look. I know there's I can't think right now. I'm pretty sure there's one or two in Florida though. I can't think of what they are. But you might have to travel a few extra 100 miles.
I'm cool with that, man. As long as I don't get on that goddamn that Cornell.
Right.
Or take that goddamn Bluebird or the bus, whatever. I'm good. I'm cool.
Yeah. So I mean,
shopping in that fucking van. I can't stand it. That shit, like, you can't see shit. It's a box. Or it's a transport van from the jail to the courthouse.
Say that again.
I said the transport van from the jail to the courthouse is pitch black. You in a box, shackled up, can't see
Yeah.
shit.
It ain't no fun, man. You want to surrender. Yeah, you do. How long were you on pretrial for? Do you remember?
Immediately, as soon as I got released.
No, I mean on your case before you got sentenced. How long? You were on pretrial for like a year or 2 years?
No, I got November 8th of last year.
So it only took about a year to get sentenced after you got indicted or arrested?
Everything, yeah.
Okay, that's fast.
Yeah, little shot in the year.
Okay, because most people it's 2, 3, 4 years, so that's short.
Nah, I ain't got time for that, man. Go ahead, let me do my time and get the hell on.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So how you feeling inside, man? Are you ready? Are you really prepared for this?
Yeah.
You got have you done a checklist of everything to be prepared to go in there? Like have you written a piece of paper out with all your family and friends and their contact information, their email numbers?
That's the main thing. Yeah.
You made a list out? Okay.
So I got emails, addresses, phone numbers. You know what I mean? Make sure I got those.
How about Google Voice numbers? Have you had your family members set up a Google Voice number so you can call them cheap? Although
I learned that from the county jail.
Okay.
I ain't telling nobody about that.
All right.
Me and my girl figured that out.
Although they're close enough where it might not be a big difference in price anyways. They're still Florida.
Yeah, collect, you just put the area code in.
About
that so they can know about it.
Yeah, there's no collect calls from federal prisons though. You have to use money from your account. So how about the email system? There's that core links on your phone. Have you had any family members download the core links app on their phone for you yet? So when you email them,
I just forwarded them your video. Core links for dummies.
Yeah, I don't think I did too good of a job on that. I watched it myself and I go, I think I made it more complicated, man.
I got it. I'm like, I got it. I know damn where they can get it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to work on these videos, man. I'm getting better, but I'm getting there. Yeah.
So I definitely got it. So when I seen that, I made sure, okay, let me send this to them so he's explaining it to them more better than I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
hey, I did a video with Larry. I don't know if you saw that one. He told me to tell you what's up. Huh?
The guy on top of me?
Yeah, well, he told me to take it down till next week, but I think you saw it before. Anyways, he told me to tell you what's up, and if you want to talk, exchange numbers. That was Bruno you're talking about on top, but Larry McGee, he's out of Vegas. Anyways, his video's going up in a couple of days. Hey, he said tell you what's up, and he wanted to talk to you, and he's going through he's about to go through.
You can send me his number.
Yeah, okay, because he just got sentenced too, so.
So definitely, somebody we can talk about this or whatever,
Yeah.
I like this little network you got going on here, man. I love it, man.
I love having you guys on there. I talked to a lady today, and I finally might get a woman on this show because I know the women. There's nothing for the women out there, man.
It's pretty rare. Yeah. Or they keep it low key or something.
Yeah. I haven't found much, so I want to any women out there that are watching this right now, and you're going through pretrial sentences. You want to come on my channel and help out other women? You're welcome. Just call me. My number's underneath, and I'll get you on here, and hopefully you can help out the next woman that's behind you, and pay it forward.
That'd be dope. Because there have been less women. I don't think I haven't seen a woman at all.
I haven't
You
had
sound
one
like,
on. Oh, I had
you sound
one
like
woman. I had that lady Ann who runs the Wings for Life. She helps out the families of inmates that are in there, but
okay.
she hasn't been to prison. Her husband was in prison, and while he was in there, she went through hell, and she came up. She founded this organization called Wings for Life. I did an interview with her, and so any family members that are out there, if your loved ones are going to prison, get a hold of Wings for Life. I got their link underneath my video, and they will help you while your husband or your wife's in prison. There's help for the family. So it's called Wings for Life. So I did do one woman interview, but she hasn't been to prison. So that was her husband.
We're not
Yeah.
wishing no women to prison, but if you're going through it, make sure you tap in with Sean.
Thank you.
We'd
Thank
love
you.
to hear y'all input, you know what I mean? And, you know, you can probably help some other females out here who's going through
Yeah.
the same thing, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. All right. Well, what else is going? You got any more messages for the people out there? Anything you want? Maybe I don't know if I'm asking you everything people want to hear, but take it away, man. Talk to the audience.
let me see. The PSR guy, basically going to ask you about your whole life. Any substance abuse, family, sisters, brothers' names, domestic, just anything of that broad range of your life in general, type of charges you had. So just be prepared to answer those questions, you know, in the fashion that you feel that you that'll benefit you. You'll get a nice, when you get sentenced, man, it's gonna be relief. I tell you that now. And then take that month, have you some fun. Because now you've been out, you've been wondering, you've been going crazy, you've been thinking too much, you've been in the house, you know. I'm describing myself. So
Yeah.
I've been in the house, I've been researching, trying to figure this out. Watch Sean's videos. But yeah, just know this ain't the end of your life, man. You know what I mean? Just know, you know, do this shit, take it as a lesson learned, and move forward. You know what I mean? And any kind of programs or, you know, activities or whatever like that, and they got in there, take advantage of those. Like, you know, that's definitely what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So,
you got my email address, so when you get in there, you keep me updated.
Send me an email.
Okay, I'll do that after. Yeah.
I definitely got your number, but send me an email.
Okay.
Do I get that? We never talked on we never emailed. We always call each other. So
Right.
I never. But I definitely keep you updated, man, and speak with you, man, anytime when I'm in that motherfucker. So, what else? How fast is it getting? How fast does it take to get an order out once I get there?
Well, they're going to calculate it all for you. In your case, they're going to want you to start as soon as possible. In my case, I didn't start for like a year and a half. I had time. So normal, let's say you got a 5-year sentence, they're not going to start you right away. They're going to make you wait 2 years. They try to time it so that when you do the RDAP and when the 9 months is up, you go right home. You know what I mean? They try to time it like that. They don't want you doing the RDAP and then you still got to wait around 2 years. In your case, your window's small. You're going to start as soon as you get there.
So let's walk us through that process. How that work? Okay, I turn myself in. How does that go?
So you
when I turn myself in,
you're gonna see a doctor for a quick kind of physical. Well, first thing they're gonna change you out of your clothes. You're gonna bend over and cough, all that stuff. They're gonna change you out until you're not gonna get your normal uniform. You're gonna get what newbies wear. Usually some like gray pants and a gray t-shirt, and everybody's gonna know you're new. The next day they'll give you all your clothes and uniform. But they're going to give you a blanket and a pillow and all that stuff right there that first day. You're going to see a psychologist, and that's to see if you're a harm to yourself or a harm to others. And if you pass that test, and you will, then they'll let you in the camp. But if you tell them you're suicidal or they're going to ask you if you have any enemies that might be in the prison, and then they're not going to let you in there. So you're going to go through all that. And then they're gonna give you your housing. You're gonna say, you're in Teller building bunk number 203, and they're gonna just open the door and say, there's the building, go ahead. And you're standing there like, you're not gonna walk me over there? No, you're done. Go. And you're gonna walk over to this building. You're gonna have all this stuff in your hand. You're gonna have your new outfit on. Sometimes you're in there with 2 or 3 or 4 other guys that came in to self-surrender that day, and you're all going to be walking down this long path, and everybody's going to be watching you, and they're going to say, "Fish, fish, fish." No, they're not going to do that, but people are going to come up to you and, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" Right? They're going to want to shake your hand, so you could shake people's hand the first day, and you shake people's hand the day you leave, but in between, it's fist bumps. And you're going to see people are going to come up to you. They're going to give you shampoo and coffee and shower shoes. They're going to give you little gift packs. People are going to, if this happens to you in a penitentiary, run like hell. But in a camp in a low, they're actually welcoming you there. They've all been through what you've been through. So they're just trying to be friendly, and everybody wants to know the newcomer if somebody new's from their town. So wherever you're, Orlando, they're gonna, "Hey, oh yeah, Joe's from Orlando. I'm gonna bring him over," right? And you're all, "I don't care if he's from, I don't know. He wants." And everybody from Orlando is gonna come up to you, and it's just it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like surreal. You're gonna trip, and you're gonna go, "Really? This is wow!" And you're just gonna, it's finally gonna sink in, and you're gonna sleep that night. I guarantee it. You're gonna sleep and you go, "You know what? Sean was right. I could do this." You really are, man. You're going to sleep that night. And, your adventure's going to begin. The RDAP coordinator is a psychologist who runs RDAP. And then you have DTS as their drug treatment specialist. They're like drug counselors. And there's 3 or 4 of them. And there's the RDAP coordinator. And they all run the RDAP. And the RDAP coordinator, you could go to her office the next day and ask her about RDAP. But since you've only got the 24 months, she's probably going to know there's a thing called a call-out sheet. And about 4, every prison has these, even penitentiaries. So it's a clipboard that they hang in front of the main door that you go in and out of where you live. And the clipboard's going to have, it's called a call-out sheet. And it's going to have, you got to go to the dentist. You got to go see the doctor. You got to go see the RDAP coordinator. It's going to have different assignments on there. It's going to also say you start this class here. You're going to start welding, be at building 2B at 10 a.m. And everybody always checks that call out sheet. And a lot of times you look at the call out sheet and you go, "I got to go see the doctor," because they're going to be giving you a series of blood tests. They're going to check you they're going to want to give you a vaccine shot. I don't know if we talked about that, but you're going to see the doctor for 3 or 4 other things. They're going to have a dentist look at you and see if you have any problems with your teeth. So you're going to have about 4 different doctor's appointments that first week there, and that call-out sheet's going to list on all it. And you should be on that call-out sheet to see the RDAP coordinator, and they'll schedule an appointment like at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. If you don't see your name on there in the first day or two, just go to their office. My camp, it was a lady. She was a doctor. It's normally a doctor of psychology that runs RDAP. So you're gonna go see that you go see the doctor on your own. They have certain hours on their door. It'll say open. They have an open door policy, but it's gonna say 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you find out her office hours, and then you can go see the doctor and ask about RDAP. If they don't tell you, if they don't give you an appointment first, take the initiative. But you should do it the first week you're there, because you need to get in RDAP fast. I don't know if that's helpful.
Damn right it's helpful. Main objective: getting RDAP fast as I can.
Yeah, so go see the doctor as soon as you can. The second day you're there. The first day you're not gonna have time, but check their schedule. They have a schedule. They have office hours, and they have it all calculated. And they're gonna look at your PSR. I already know you're good to go. Some people don't have alcohol or drugs on their PSR, and they go see the RDAP coordinator, and they go, "But the judge recommended RDAP." That's when they laugh, because the judge has your BOP property now, right? Right now, you're Department of Justice property, but on after the 21st, you're BOP property. You're no longer part of the Department of Justice, so they own you now. from that day forward. So they don't care what the judge recommends. You're going to hear all kinds of stories. The judge recommended I get, home confinement, and I'm going straight to home confinement when I get out of here. That's the biggest myth I've ever heard there. They find out you'll get home confinement after you show up at the halfway house and earn the trust at the halfway house. You got to take a series of weekly passes, and then the halfway house says, okay, now we'll let you do home confinement. But you're going to hear, oh, no, not me. I'm going straight to home confinement, 6 months. The judge recommended it. You're gonna hear that all day, and it's not true, man.
Make some money off. They gotta make some money off.
Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of women work in the federal prison system. At least half women. So you got your staff, and you got your cops. Okay, and you'll know the difference when you get there. Staff's like all the people that work at RDAP. The cops are the ones that go around and search lockers and do shakedowns and that. And there's not a lot of them, but they're there 9 to 5 is when you see those guys. And there's a few of them, you'll see one in the front office. They'll walk through the buildings. So we call them cops. And then you have staff. And the staff, you're going to call Mr. Jones, Mrs. Smith. That's how you talk to them. The cops have other names, we call them, but there's not a lot of cops. There's always going to be that super cop that wants to go around and search all the lockers and stuff. There's always one of those guys.
You got them everywhere you go, man.
Everybody knows his schedule. They know what days he has off and what times he goes home. So you'll learn all that stuff when you get there.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me see. What else I need to know? I think we covered it all. I definitely do a follow-up when I get my letter.
When you get your letter of designation. So I would call
live with you. I'm gonna open it up.
All right.
So when I get it, I ain't gonna even open it. You know what I mean?
Call your lawyer, see if you got camp points, and try to get your designation changed to a camp tomorrow.
All right, definitely. I think I'm gonna end up going up there, man, because it's right up the street, the federal courthouse. So
there you go. Go up there. So you need 11 points or less.
I'm like, man, it's home for shit. So I'm just going up down there.
You need 11 points.
I got to check with my probation officer anyway. So
here's what might have happened. Since they wanted to remand you and they didn't remand you, when you self-surrender, it's -3 points. So let's say you got 12 points, right? That's not enough to get into camp. But if you self-surrender, that's -3. And they might not have calculated the -3 because originally they weren't going to let you self-surrender. Now that you have the -3, I think you're eligible for camp, and they need to change that. Does that make sense?
So that was the prosecutor was trying to be. He had a bone to pick with me, I guess.
Right,
shut the elevator.
But that's already been settled. But I don't think they gave you the -3 points.
Okay.
They didn't.
I'm definitely gonna call up for that.
So look into that. If they say you got 14 points, say, well, did you put the -3 in there for self-surrendering? Oh no, we didn't. Well, now I got 11. You need to let me in a camp. You know what I mean?
First thing I'm gonna do this morning, I'm going up there. All right.
Yeah. All right, Otis.
All right, Sean. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you send me an email.
Yeah, I'll send you my email. And thanks again, man. And
my little list I can print out and take with me.
Okay. You got it, man. I'll call you this week, man. Thanks again, man. All right.
Yes, man. All right.